Hey, how you doing? I'm Pat Society. I am here with Nigel Bennett.
Hello.
We're in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Fishtown. So what do you think of Philadelphia?
I love it. I like cities, and I like this one particularly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good. Sort of, it has a funky feel to it, shall we say?
Have you taken in any of the sights?
Um,
See the Rocky statue?
oh yeah, seen that, and the steps.
You're a founding member of the Members,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
And they were a very big band. They were actually a band that actually were very popular in the United States besides the UK.
That's true. We used to tour here regularly, and we had a video on heavy rotation on MTV when MTV first came out, and it was then that I realised the power of MTV and television when it came to music, I suppose. It was all new then. And that's when MTV would play back-to-back band videos. I haven't seen it for a while, but I think it's all chat shows now and stuff, different. The one that was on heavy rotation on MTV was called Working Girl. And it's all very well if you're in Los Angeles or New York and people might realise that you're on it. But I remember once being in a gas station on a Tuesday night in the middle of nowhere, Ohio, and I went to buy something and the guy said, "I see you on MTV," and I thought, "God, this really is powerful," you know. So,
Because I actually remember that song when I was a kid. I mean, I was 8, 9 years old. You know, and I remember seeing that. So, you know, it's kind of ironic that you're sitting here and reliving a little bit of my childhood.
I'm living a little bit of my childhood too, actually, thinking about it. But there you go.
Now you did the debut album, which was at the Chelsea nightclub.
Yeah.
And then you did the follow up, the 1980s.
The choice is yours. Yep.
And then you did the following record, which had the Working Girl single on it.
Mm-hmm.
What happened between you were able to get a lot of heavy airplay in the States, and the band broke up?
Yeah.
What was the reason?
Well, it's always hard to think at the time, but Steve Lillywhite was our producer in the early days, and our drummer was his brother, Adrian Lillywhite. And we went on an American tour, and he postponed getting married until the end of the tour. And then at the very end, the management said, "Guess what? You're going round America again." And he said, "Well, fuck that, I'm off to get married." So he left mid-tour, and we had to get someone else in. And I think that always alters the balance of a band. I'm not saying the other guy wasn't very good on drums, but something changed at that point. And record deals are always hard to come by, but we couldn't seem to negotiate a deal we wanted after that, and it kind of fell apart quite quickly. And so we went our separate ways, really.
And there is a different change from the first album to the third record.
Yeah.
Was that deliberate, or was it just kind of how the band progressed?
I don't even know if it was progress. Nick and JC, who had a lot of the ideas, thought it was good that we went funky and had a horn section. I like to play it as a straight rock band, which I've always liked, that we did in the beginning. So I suppose it's a change, but I didn't like it as much. We were a 7-piece band at one point, and that's too busy for me. Mm-hmm. But there you go, that's just me.
Okay, and then, so you had some time off between the Members and the Vibrators, when you joined the Vibrators?
Yeah, I did sessions, I did play with Julian Lennon for a while. I did sessions with anybody that would pay me. People say, "What kind of music do you play?" And you say, "The paying kind." And so I did that, and then I went and auditioned for the Vibrators, and they asked me to join on the spot. So I've been doing that really ever since. But I had 2 small breaks when I needed a break, because we're a very hard touring band. But I'm absolutely loving it at the moment. You know, we've been working harder than ever, and we seem to be more popular than ever. We just finished the European tour. A lot of the shows were sold out, and it's all fantastic. We're coming to America again soon. I'm really enjoying the ride.
And you actually played on a lot of records that aren't in print anymore.
What, Vibrators records?
Yeah, there's I know a lot of them. Like Vicious Circle, Volume 10. Stuff like that, they got repressed, but they're kind of out. A lot of those are really good records, which are I know they're not the popular songs that everybody kind of wants from the first two records, but like they had some really great songs on.
My favourite was Hunting for You.
That's one of my favorite. That's
Yeah.
I think one of the.
I was so pleased with that. And the other one that we did was called Unpunked, which
Yeah,
we played some of our more well-known songs, but acoustically. We'd never done that before. And that was actually very popular.
I mean, Hunting for You is one of my it's kind of like the album that everyone like should love. And I don't know. There's a song on there called "Kids a Mess."
Yes.
and that's a great song. I know you guys have been playing that. That's really a great song.
I love that song.
The other song that's I think one of my favorite Vibrator songs maybe is "Another Day Without You." And that is like an essential Vibrator song. If you don't have that or have never heard it, like I think you're missing out. Like it's a really really good song, and I was kind of always hoping you'd play it live when I seen it. I mean, I've seen you probably play like 15, 20 times.
Well, it's not that. I mean, the thing is, we have an enormous repertoire, and wherever we go, someone wants something or other. You can't please everybody, but we do reshuffle the set. Obviously, a couple of songs people always want to hear, Baby Baby, and maybe Troops of Tomorrow or Automatic Lover. But otherwise, for our sake as well as the audience, we like to, mix it up a bit. And we will be again very shortly doing a whole new set. But there's things we can pull from over many, many years. And Another Day Without You, I'm not sure if we've done that live actually, but I'll bear it in mind. I know it's one of your favourites.
Yeah.
You've said it to me before.
You guys did an album, I think maybe in 2007. I think it was like one of your great comeback records. It was called Under the Radar.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
It is a really, really great record.
Yeah.
And I think Pat Collier produced that.
Yes, he did.
And he might even played on it. I'm not sure if he played on it.
I don't think he did, but it's Knox writing at his very best. Knox is a prolific writer, and that's one of the reasons I like the band so much. But Under the Radar, again, after Hunting for You, it's right up there in my favourites. So yeah, Pat Collier is our go-to producer because, as you know, he was the original bass player, and in fact, he's just produced my latest album.
Now, you guys have some shows coming up, and I guess the Vibrators are calling it quits, right?
Not necessarily.
Oh, I heard it was a farewell tour, so I was...
No, well, I hear that sometimes, and I'm always the last to know. All I know is when I'm playing a show, I'm there and I'm doing it. Who the hell really knows about the future? And I'm not being funny here. I don't know. I will carry on until I can't. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't know. I mean, Eddie, God bless him, is an amazing drummer. He is so physical and into it. But he's 67, and at some point, he probably won't be able to play like he once did, and might decide that he doesn't want to die on a drum stool. Who knows?
So, we're going to get to the real reason we're here. You have a brand new CD that's coming out.
It's not the real reason, is it?
It is the real reason. We're here to promote his new CD. It's called Another Bump in the Road. It's going to be available. No, it's not?
It is.
Oh, okay. You
Yes.
said,
No, I was agreeing
Okay.
with you. That's an agreeable grunt.
Okay. So it's called Another Bump in the Road, and it's going to be available on Zip Records.
Yep.
July 27th.
Yep.
It's going to be on iTunes, all the other digital download markets. There is going to be CDs, physical CDs pressed.
Yeah,
so,
a lot of people have asked me for them, so I'm making sure it happens.
but they're only going to be available at gigs, so you got to come out and see Nigel. I'm sure if you come to the Vibrator show, you can pick it up there too.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely.
How do you feel about people not wanting to buy physical records or CDs anymore? Like, I know vinyl has a comeback, but how do you feel about people not wanting to buy a physical copy of like music?
I'm old school, but it's not tangible to me. I like something in my hand. I like to look at the cover, and when albums disappeared, I know they're making a comeback, but when I was a kid, you'd love to read the sleeve, and if it was a double pull out or had something pop up in it, the more information, the better. And I remember hearing that the more information on a sleeve statistically sold more because people wanted to see pictures of their bands. But I used to love getting something, and then a CD, I like it too because you can play it in the car. I've got an old car, so it has a CD player in it. And you can then take it to other places, friends' houses and stuff. And And I very much like that. Even if you then wanted to download it onto your phone or something, which I don't do, because I don't really like headphones. That's what makes you deaf. But I still buy CDs. If there's a band I like, I'll go immediately online and buy their physical CD and have it sent to me. Because there aren't any record stores anymore.
I'm a CD guy. I love it. I think it sounds great. And the thing that kind of cracks me up is people want to buy vinyl. I'm like, okay, I'm going to buy this vinyl. I like that people tell you that they like the sound of it, but then they ask you for a download card.
I think they like the cover.
Like,
I think
really?
you buy vinyl for the cover.
Exactly.
It doesn't go in the car very well, does it?
I mean, I'm not talking 1987 when we could buy a record, and yes, a record was better than a cassette,
Yeah.
But I am a CD guy. People say they don't sell, and I don't agree with it because I don't think people want to pay $20 for a CD anymore. But I do feel that like if you make a CD $5-6, who's not going to want to just come over after you're done playing and grab that, even if they can't afford a $15 LP? I see them still selling.
I'll tell you what I always thought. Actually, maybe it's a good idea. That if you sell a CD, it should be in a 12-inch cover. Then you've got the best of both. You've got a copy that you can take and play in the car and everywhere, and you still get the big picture and the info of your favourite band.
So let's talk about the new record.
Okay.
There's a track on there that I want to bring attention to because it's called New Wave, and it's about Rebellion Festival.
Well, it's reference to it. It's about the new wave, which myself and many others were growing up during, and it's basically about how it came and went in a bit of a flash. Because although people still play punk music, there was a certain anger in 77, 78 due to poverty, despair, and mass unemployment, and all those things that sparked punk. And it came and went in a way. I mean, the Sex Pistols epitomised a lot of it. They only had one album. It was only there. It was there, and it was gone. So, although bands still live on under the punk umbrella, it's changed a lot, and so has the attitude. And so, one of my lines is, I don't know, where's new wave? Where's it all gone? And I don't mean annually at Rebellion. It's a whole concept of the new wave movement, if you like.
Speaking of Rebellion,
Yes.
I make it my vacation spot every year.
Yeah.
What do you think of everybody going back and kind of reliving 76, 77 punk rock for the weekend?
I think it's fun. I mean, people enjoy it for the fun. That's about the level of it for me. I mean, it's a gig for me, but a very important one because you reach a lot of people, and the atmosphere there and the spirit of the place is unique and fantastic, and it seems to grow every year. And it's global. You talk to people, they fly in from all over the place. So it's good.
Yeah, one of the things I personally like about Rebellion is people aren't coming just to see their friends' bands.
No.
People aren't coming because it's something to do. People that want to come to Rebellion Festival are into it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not the casual fan. It's people that are obsessed with it.
I think you've got to be into it in order to sleep in a shitty B&B with fleas. To actually be able to go around all day, and it's full on. I mean, there's so many bands playing simultaneously. You walk, as you know, you walk 50 yards and you're hearing one band, then another, and it's all happening at once. In fact, you're spoiled for choice, and you have to decide and work your schedule out about who you can and can't see. Like when you were there once and you couldn't see us play because you were seeing someone else that you'd earmarked. I remember.
But I see you.
Of course you do, that's right. But no, but you do have to work it out. So it's a fun time for a lot of people, and who can knock fun?
And one of the cool things about Rebellion is you might be the merch man at the Vibrators table. Somebody can come up, they can talk to you, get a photo with you, they can ask you about your new record. They can ask you about your time in the members of the Vibrators, and you're like, it's very easy access.
People are accessible. That's what you're
Yeah,
saying,
I mean,
and they are.
It's not like a show that you go and you're behind security gates, and people are walking around. You're going out to get a drink, just like we are.
Of course,
at the pub.
But that's the way it is there, and also that's a lot of people go to network, and I don't mean in a business sense. I mean to see people that they haven't seen for a while, and it's all about talking to people. And of course, as a musician, you meet all your other musician friends as well, which you don't necessarily do unless you're on the same bill as them at some other gig. But everyone plays it.
I thought it was kind of funny when we were backstage the one night, and Noel from Menace comes walking up, and I said, "Oh, there's Mackie from Blitz," and he's like, "Really? I've never met him." And so I got to introduce two of my favorite band members or bands together. Like it was kind of fun, you know. But, so anyway, the new record, it's produced by Pat Collier of the Vibrators.
Yes.
And this record is basically the Vibrators with you.
Well, you know, it came to doing the backing tracks, watching the clock as always. Pete, Eddie and I intuitively play together so well, and we're tighter than ever at the moment. So when it came to getting a drummer and a bass player, I thought, well, they could get two people that don't know each other or have to explain more of what goes on. They came in, I played them a rough demo of the songs, and then we not only got it down quickly, but I was just so impressed by how both of them played. And it shows you, really, because yes, technically it's the Vibrators, it's the three of us, but very different music. But I mean, Pete played fantastic bass, and Eddie is a brilliant drummer, so I'm very lucky.
This is a beautiful guitar.
Oh!
You want to talk about this?
Yes. Funny enough.
Because I know you've taken photos with it for your photo shoot, so I can see that you're pretty close to it.
Well, the way you play the guitar is that you wiggle your left hand up and down here, and with the right hand you strum up and down and down. And that's what you do. And here it is. This is absolutely to die for. I love it. It's made by Schecter. Maple top, mahogany, solid mahogany, ebony fretboard, which I love. Everything about it is perfect. I haven't really had to alter it in any way. It's contoured there.
It's nice.
And it's also, the main thing about a V is, the ones I've played in the past I've got rid of, because when you stand up with a strap on, not the kind that lesbians use on each other, but when the strap is on here, and the neck can drop down, and that's no good, because when you play, you can't support the weight of the guitar and freely play. This is properly balanced. So Schecter have made it, and they really have come up trumps. It's a perfect, best V I've ever played, and it has its own good sound to it. And yeah, I'm very happy with Schecter.
Song New York City.
I
know you come to New York City a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not saying why, but I know you do come. Tell us about the song. What New York City means to you.
Well, I find it, always have found it inspirational. It was the first place I ever went in America in 1979. We landed, I went there, and I just thought, wow, now, as you get older, you know yourself better, and I realise I'm totally urban. I can go to the country for 24 hours. I'm saying, oh, that's nice, but then I get twitchy, you know, where's the cinema, where's the shop, where's the deli? New York City is a full-on 24-hour electric city that I find energises me totally. So I wrote about it, and I live in the middle of London, and I think they're very much now brother and sister cities. And so my idea of a good time is to go from London, say on holiday to New York, you know, not to the woods in a log cabin in the middle of nowhere, but they both really do excite me, particularly New York. It has its own smell, sound, vibe. We were there a couple of days ago, and it's just wonderful.
I saw your picture of the skyline. I was like,
oh yeah.
It's like,
we're always.
You can tell you really enjoy it.
Well, whenever I'm there, I never forget. I always think, wow, I'm in New York. I'm in New York, and that's over the last 39 years. It's never left me. All the time, I always think, God, I'm here. I love it. I like the subway, Central Park. There's nothing about it I don't like.
All right, so we're going to ask you one more. We're going to go through one more question here before you say goodbye. You have a songwriter that wrote lyrics. Is your daughter?
Yeah, my daughter Melody, and she's 22. And I said to her when I was writing the album, you know, the thing about a solo album is that when you're with a band, you have different. You bounce ideas. You don't feel like you're doing it all. I remember starting with a guitar and a blank piece of paper, and I just said to Melody, look, by the way, I'm trying to find lyrics. It's the things I find the hardest. If you ever have any, please give them to me. Not knowing either way she would. Anyway, a couple of days later, she gave me what has turned out to be the title track because it stands out. It's so different, and I was absolutely blown away. One reason was that I never thought she took any interest in what I did. You know, it's like, oh, it's Dad, that's what Dad does, he plays guitar in a band. And didn't necessarily have a concept of what I did. And the lyrics, she could have been on the road because it's very much an insight to exactly what goes on. And because it's totally different to the other tracks, lyrically and musically, it's all acoustic. I thought it stands out, that should be the title track. And it's the first collaboration with my daughter Melody, and I hope there will be many more.
All right, we're going to wrap it up here. This is Pat Siding, Nigel Bennett here. We want to thank him for coming down.
Thank you, man.
Always
a pleasure to see you.
But we can find you on Facebook?
Yeah. Nigel Bennett Music
Nigel
on
Bennett
Facebook.
Music.
I think
Okay.
it is, yeah.
And is there a way someone can contact you or your...
Well, particularly through Facebook.
Okay.
If they want me to send them an album or something like that, yes. If someone wants a record, I'm going to make damn sure they get it.
Cool.
The Vibrators, we are playing the Sunday, which is August the 5th. I think it's the Opera House stage, and I believe we're on at 8:15.
Well, I want to thank you again.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. This is Pat and Nigel signing off.
Punk, where's it all gone? And I don't mean annually at Rebellion.